Today we're doing the MC Blue Editing book for 2E Practice 30 on page 30. 2 lines are correct. Find 8 errors. First, you need to identify the dominant tense. You identify the dominant tense by scanning the passage and then looking at the verbs. You will know what is the dominant tense. So, indicating that the first and the last lines are correct. Okay. As a student doing well in tests and examination is a top tier priority. So I see that, okay, this affected text and the dominant tense is present tense. Okay. However, many students leave studying to the very last minute. As a result, these students do not do well. So I notice here that, okay, these students do not do necessary well. What are we referring to? Referring to the pronoun students. So somebody might ask this question. Why is it not the error this? You notice that this do, so it tells me that it's either this is correct or this is correct. Okay, so students is the plural form, and the error is this, and it should be the plural form of that word, and it should be these, right, plural form. A more interesting question to ask would be, will students which study consistently perform better? Okay, again, I noticed that we are referring to students, and students are not things, so we cannot say which, but we have to use the relative pronoun, which is who. Okay, because we are trying to introduce the relative clause who study consistently. So I'll use the word relative pronoun. Okay, for people. Okay, so who is trying to introduce this relative clause. Okay, unfortunately, not every students will. Okay, notice here every. After every, it should be singular noun. Okay, so that should be student, singular noun, because of the word very. Okay. This shows that effort alone does not guarantee academic success. Many researchers, plural form correct, have correct, tried to pin correct, after to pin correct, down to some formula. Well, seems correct. Whatever the perspective, a key recipe for success lays with strategy. Do students know the way onward? This is supposed to be lies, but if I change it to lies, it's changed the meaning. Okay, I put a question mark so that later I'll go and review this. Can't spot any error as well. Do students know the way onward? This boils down. Wait, to know way onward. Okay, this sounds weird. Okay, the phrase should be know the way forward. Okay, so this is the preposition. Okay, correct preposition. because the way forward means the path ahead. Okay, let's continue. This boils down to a proper evaluation of what they do not know. Teachers need to give accurate feedback, and likewise, students need to ask for it. Okay, so teachers need, correct, give accurate feedback. Likewise, students need, correct, to ask for it. So this is something like a parallel structure. Okay, students then need to work on the problem instead of blind doing more work. Okay, this should be an adverb. An adverb ends with ly, so it should be blindly. Okay, adverb. Okay, so if I would explain further, blindly is trying to modify the verb phrase doing more work. So when you try to modify the verb phrase, you use an adverb. While effort is part of the deal, working hard but not working smart will only lead to a more disgruntled child. I noticed that there's a wheel, which is a model, so this is wrong. It should be base form. Okay, the verb after the model will must be in base form. So it will be base form of led is lead. Right? Base form after will. And at the end of the day, that child will end up feeling more demoralizing. Okay, definitely wrong because I'm trying to describe the child. Okay, so feeling more demoralized. Demoralized. So it should be an adjective to describe the student. Demoralized. So as a student, have you asked for feedback and have you worked on it strategically? Okay, so some students are quite shy. They won't ask feedback. This is a disadvantage because I would say that teachers won't judge you if you ask for feedback. In fact, it is something which is a positive trait when you ask for feedback. It shows that there is this willingness to learn. There is this open mind to accept feedback. Okay, so let me try to go through that. What is the possible error in this line? This shows that effort alone does not show guarantee base form correct. At academic success, many researchers have tried to pin down some formula. Oh, I notice here. Some means several. Formula, this word is in singular. So the plural noun formula is spelled as formulae. Okay, so F, and that is actually the plural form. And hence, line 4 is correct, and line 7